This is directions part 1. Now, I'm going to say each of these directions in English, then Spanish, and then clap. And after I clap, I'd like you guys to repeat both the English and the Spanish with me, okay? Number 1, close to, cerca de. Close to, cerca de. Number 2, far from, lejos de. Far from, lejos de. Number 3, to the right of, a la derecha de. To the right of, a la derecha de. Number 4, to the left of, a la izquierda de. To the left of, a la izquierda de. And finally, number 5, underneath of or below, debajo de. Underneath of or below, debajo de. Now the first thing I'd like you to notice is that every one of these ends in of. De, which makes sense for to the left of or to the right of. Okay? Because de means of or from. But look at number 1. In English we say close to, but in Spanish they say cerca de, which literally means in the vicinity of. So here's a chant to help you remember cerca de is close to and lejos de is far away. I'm going to say it, clap, and then you repeat it with me. Ready? Cerca de is close to and lejos de is far away. Cerca de is close to and lejos de is far away. I hope the fact that it rhymes will help you remember it. Also notice close has a C and an E, and cerca has a C and an E. And C is the third letter of the alphabet. It's close to the beginning of the alphabet. Also keep in mind, everybody say vicinity of, vicinity of. If something is in the vicinity of, like your house, it's close to your house. Now, lejos de is far away. Pretend you're playing with your little brother or little nephew, and you guys are playing with Legos, and he just randomly picks up one of those Lego blocks and throws it at you, bounces it off your forehead. You're like, ow! Don't do that. And 30 seconds later, bam, he hits you again with a little Lego block. And this goes on for several minutes. And finally, you grab the Legos, you walk to the window, open the window, and just chuck the Legos out the window. And he looks at you and says, what did you do with my Legos? And you say, your Legos, they go far away. Your Legos, they go far away. Get it? Because you threw the Legos out the window? Don't do that, but that would be pretty funny. So again, cerca de is close to and lejos de is far away. Okay? Now, to the right of is a la derecha de. Okay? Now, notice that right has an R and an H, and derecha has an R and an H. Where do I put it? I put it to the right of, a la derecha. Okay? Now, to the left of is a la izquierda. Everybody say that. A la izquierda. A la izquierda is to the left, and a la izquierda de is to the left of, okay? Now, when I was a kid, it was considered weird and odd to be left-handed. If you wrote with your left hand, the teacher would smack your hand with a ruler. I don't think that's legal anymore, but that's what they did. So you were considered weird if you were left-handed, all right? The word left is one of the weirdest words in Spanish. It has a Z and a Q together. You will never see that in another Spanish word or another English word. That is a very, very strange word. And being left-handed was considered very strange. So, izquierda is left. Now, bajo is short or below. So, debajo de is underneath of or below. Debajo de. Then we talked about alto's tall and bajo's short. Well, if somebody's really short, they can fit below something or underneath of something. So, debajo de is underneath of or below. All right. Let's do a post quiz. I'm going to cover up the Spanish. I'd like you guys to look at the English, and I'd like you to say the Spanish equivalents out loud, or even better, look at these 5 English directions and write the Spanish equivalents down on a piece of paper. This has been Directions Part 1.